if you're Arteta in, if you're Arteta out, it doesn't matter now, to be honest, because that is massive news out there. With Martin Zubimendi to Arsenal, here we go, the first signing of the new era at Arsenal, the Berta era, of course, along with Mikel Arteta, who a lot of people are absolutely criticizing him for this season, for this failure of a season. But listen, Martin Zubimendi is a phenomenal addition. I will show you, we'll talk about it. Hit that like button if you're here. How does Martin Zubimendi fit into this Arsenal team? What does it mean for the new era? Like the video, let me know in the comments. Do you think Arsenal are in for a good era now under Andrea Berta, the new sporting director who replaced Edu? Tell me, do you think this is the signing along with another forward that they are gonna sign in the summer? They are linked to Eucharist. They look serious, to be honest, about this new era. Yes, you can say they have failed. They haven't won the league. It's 5 years. They have not won the Champions League. They went to the semi-final. They lost to PSG. But this looks serious, in my opinion. Look at this is Fabrizio Romano reporting earlier today. Arsenal agree a deal to sign Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. Here we go. Martin Zubimendi has now verbally agreed to sign the long-term deal. Formal steps follow soon. Now Arsenal need to trigger the 60 million. And let me just tell you that 60 million euros, which is about 50-something million pounds, is not a lot of money for a player of Martin Zubimendi's quality. He elevates that midfield. He is the controller that people wanted. I think he is now with Odegaard need to be released up top. He needs to be back to his best as a creator where he was 2 years ago and last year, as he had a horrific season this season in terms of creativity and goal scoring. But I wanted to take this from another approach. Let me know in the comments, because if you are Arteta out or you are Arteta in, you have to look at this signing and say the club is serious about signing players that get over the line. Martin Zubimendi, of course, is a player that won the Euros with Spain, replaced Rodri in the final, and had a magnificent performance. The way this player play, if you watch him, and me, I've watched this player a lot of times. A controller, someone like similar to De Jong. He is similar to Rodri a little bit in terms of like the passing and the short passes and the control and the calmness on the ball. I actually think he suits Arsenal to the T with the way that Arsenal play football at the current moment. If you watch this guy play, he changes a little bit of Arsenal play because of how he controls the ball, because of how he plays in a position-based system. He is Spanish. He suits Mikel Arteta. And he elevates this Arsenal team massively. Can release Declan Rice better. I think he can contribute in both aspects, offensively and defensively. This now, if you're an Arteta out, like fan, and you want Arteta out, doesn't this prove to you that Arsenal are serious about this project, that they are building the team still, that there is time for Mikel Arteta to win? Listen, I've had my doubts about Mikel Arteta, but I have to say that he's a very, very good coach. But signing players like Zubimendi proves that Arsenal have changed a little bit under Andrea Berta. They're not going for project players. They're not going for young players. They're going for ready-made players. And that shows me that they are in for a great summer. They are linked to Victor Gyökeres. There is Nico Williams. And also there are other wingers that they wanna sign on the left side. But I'm looking at this. I'm thinking, well, if you're Arteta out and you see a player like Zubimendi agreeing to join Arsenal under Mikel Arteta, unless there is something that we don't know and Arteta's going to leave, which is I don't think it's actually realistic, because I don't think Arsenal are going to replace Arteta. You have to think that Arteta has the full backing of Andrea Berta, who has been at Atletico Madrid. And you have to think that they appreciate the work that Arteta has done. Yes, he hasn't won anything. Yes, he has only won, FA Cup. and he hasn't won anything in 5 years. But you look at this and you gotta be excited. You have to be excited. You cannot be now throwing tantrums. Oh, how much money more can we give this guy? This is a signing not only for Arteta. This will suit Arsenal if Arteta's here. If they remove Arteta and get another manager, this guy will be a cornerstone in every manager's plan because he's a top player, amazing midfielder that can suit a lot of systems, especially position-based systems. And you have to be excited at the current moment if you're an Arsenal fan. But he rejected Liverpool Cup a year ago when he said he's not joining Liverpool, and all the saga that happened and the things that happened last summer, and like, I'm gonna go, I'm not gonna go. But now it's confirmed from Fabrizio Romano that Arsenal have beaten other clubs to his signing, that he agreed to join the club. That is a good sign. That means even the player likes Arteta and he's convinced that the project is going into a successful period. I'm just astonished that Arsenal were able to get this deal early. It's just now, as Fabrizio says, just formal papers to be signed and all the stuff, and he agreed already and everything is done for him. I'm astonished, and I know you are too. And if you look at this and you're still doubting that Arsenal have a pull, that Arsenal can get players, a lot of you have doubted them. Now it's the time to say that they have a pull, that Mikel Arteta has a name that people like in the market, that someone like Zubimendi has agreed to join a project under Mikel Arteta. And the cronk is, yes, you can slam them and say they're not good, but they got Berta, who got this over the line even before the summer started. Now, of course, they cannot do it now because the season is still going and the window is not open. But to have Fabrizio Romano tweet about it and say that it's here we go, that the deal is done already, is a brilliant sign by the board that they are working towards a good summer. And I'm not asking you to be excited or not excited. I'm not an Arsenal fan, and there's a lot of people that keep saying we're going on vibes. But this gives you hope, doesn't it? This gives you hope if you're an Arsenal fan and you're like, you want Arteta out or something, and you're not convinced, and he got us to a certain level, and now we want the next manager. Now this signing in Martín Zubimendi is, I think it's a beginning of a very good period for Arsenal, in my opinion. Hit that like button and let me know. Let me know in the comments. If you are an Arsenal fan or a rival fan, are you now a little bit scared of Arsenal in terms of next season, or you still think that Arteta is not the man to take them over the line? You just let me know what you think in the comments. And congratulations to Arsenal fans for having a good signing like this. You must be so excited. So let me know what you guys think. This is a new beginning under Andrea Berta. And I think Arsenal will be right next season. Are they going to win or not? That's a different story.